Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna. Yeah, I'm willing to have a bicycle ride now. Madhukar.
Yes.
Sarvesham Suswagatam. So, welcome to all. Okay, so we were doing Sandhis. We began with Sandhis yesterday. We did the first one, the Shavatare Katmuke Mritva Trikrama. Hope you went through the exercises. Few devotees also shared it with me. And those who have not done yet can kindly do it. If not now, then throughout the week, whenever you get time. But before the next classes, for sure. So we'll move ahead. If there's anything to ask for yesterday's session and example, I think you can ask. So the next sutra is Advayam Idvaye E. When Advaya, okay, what is Advaya? What does Advaya stand for?
Arama, Arama.
Okay, and Idvaya?
Same, E.
E, the short Vaman and the Trivikrama. Okay. So when Advaya is followed by Idvaya, it joins with Idvaya and becomes A Ram. Very simple. So Sutra 43 says, if we have either Advaya, either of them at the first place, followed by either of the Idvayas at the second place, then both of them would come together and become A Ram. Again, there are 4 possibilities here, right? It could be A plus E, I mean short and the short E. It could be the long E combination. It could be short A and long E. It could be long A and short E. Any other possibility also? So, in any case, yeah. So it would become A. For example, you can also suggest examples. So, Raja, Indra, Indra. So, Raja ends with A Rama. Indra begins with E Rama. So both A and E come together and get replaced with A Rama. So becomes Rajendra, right? Very simple thing. Example of second could be let's say Maha, Ishvara.
Maheshwar.
So Maha ends with A, the long one. Ishvara begins with the long E. So it would become Maheshwara. Then example of third one could be Gopa, Isha.
Gopesha.
Right. So Gopa and Isha becomes Gopesha. I have again shared this link for this Google Doc on the WhatsApp group right now for those who join later. So Gopesha. The fourth one could be let's say Rama, Okay, just a random one. Indira. So Rama ends with A, long one, and Indira begins with E. So Ramendra. Ramendra, actually. Ramendra. Just a random one. Ramendra. Okay.
It will be Ramendira, no? Prabhuji?
Oh,
Ramendira.
right. Ramendra, right. Ramendra.
Okay.
So, Advaya plus Idvaya turns into A Rama. Advayam, Idvaya, A. Okay. Jiva Goswami also gives few examples here, like Yadava plus Indra becomes Yadavendra.
Madhavendra.
Gokula plus Isha, Gokulesha. Mathura plus Isha, Mathuresha, and so on. Then the next sutra is Udvaya O. So when Advaya is followed by Udvaya, it joins with Udvaya and becomes O. Okay, now if we see the previous sutra, Advayam Idvaya A, here we had Advayam in the sutra and we had Idvaya, and both of them come together and become A. Now in the next sutra, we don't have Advaya, it's just Udvaya O. We don't have Advayam Udvaya O like the previous sutra, right? But in the translation, if you see, it is there Advaya. So how come, like in the sutra it's not there, but in the translation it's there? So this process is basically known as the process of adhikar. Adhikar or anuvritti, which means, so when a portion of a sutra is to be carried forward, into the further sutras, so that portion is carried forward. So the process of carrying forward that portion is called anuvritti. Anuvritti literally means like, repetition. Anu means again and again, vritti means, so anuvritti is repetition or adhikar sutra. Adhikar. So it's an anuvritti. Here advayam will be carried forward into next couple of sutras. Because now what is the need? Because the sutras are to be very compact as they can be. So when something which is already conveyed in a sutra, why to reiterate it again? Why to use it again when it could be carried forward? So in commentaries they explain, okay, from this sutra until this sutra, it is carried forward. It should be understood. So it is said. So in the commentary here, Jiva Goswami says, Advayam atra purvato anuvartate, which means the word Advayam in this sutra is carried forward from the previous sutra. So basically the sutra need to be compact. Other stuffs could be explained in the commentary, the tikas. So that's why Advayam is not there in the main sutra, but it is in the translation because of this anuvritti concept. So examples of this are, the Sutra 44 says, if we have Advaya followed by Dvaya, both of them would come together, either of the letters, and turn into O Rama. Again, four possibilities. Example of this could be
Damodar.
okay, Dama, Udaraha. So Dama ends with a, short a, Udara begins with short u. Both of them substituted with O Rama. So Dama Udara. Purushottama also could be an example here. Then long a, long u. Then same, like any possibility could be there. So we can do random examples. Any more example for this would be Maha Utsava. So it becomes Mahotsava. A and U turns into O. Rama. So Mahotsava. Any more examples? Um,
Gitopadesh.
Unatojala. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Upadesh.
Unnata Ujjvala becomes Unnat Ujjvala Rasam. So Ujjvala. So it becomes Unnat Unnato Ujjvala, right? So,
Rukodara.
yeah, Brikodara there, Brikodara, Brikadara turns into Brikodara, then Gitopadesh, Gita, and Upadesha, Upadesha turns into Gitopadesha, and so on, like that. Udvayo.
Oh, okay.
This is also very common, Sandeep. All these Advan, Udvayo. Then Jiva Goswami also gives examples. Purushottama, Purushottama, Suparna Udha, Suparna Udha, Dwaraka Utsavaha, Dwarakotsavaha. Hmm. Okay, there is this concept mentioned here. There are actually 4 to 5 elements like Purva Nimitta, Paranimitta, Karya, Kari. I'll explain it later. This is also very important. Hmm. The next sutra says Ritvay Ar. It means when Advaya is followed by Ritvaya, it joins with Ritvaya and becomes Ar. For example, so the sutra says if we have Advaya followed by Ritvaya, then it becomes Ar, the combination Ar. So for example, Raja plus Rishi. So we have the A here followed by Ri here. So get replaced with Ar. So it becomes Raja Shi, right? Raja Rishi, the A of Raja and the Ri of Rishi, so becomes Rajarshi.
What about Pita plus Rin?
Yeah, so Pita, let's say Rina, so it would become A and Ri would turn into Ar, so Pitarana.
Pitaran.
Yeah, A and Ri together becomes Ar. For example, Krishna reading. Another example given is Krishna Rani. So Krishna Rani, right? Krishna and Ri of Rani comes together and turn into Ar, Krishna Rani. Krishna Rani. Like that. Example given here is Krishna Riddhi turns into Krishna Riddhi. So the same thing, and Ri turns into Ar. We have many examples like that. Devarshi. So Deva Rishi becomes Devarshi. Brahma Rishi turns to Brahmarshi. Maha Rishi turns into Maharshi. The same rule.
You write Ar in Devanagari, Prabhu?
Okay, once. So Ar is this. So this would be written like Rajarshi, Itarna, Krishnar, Krishnarni, Krishnarni. I like that for the example. Okay, Prabhu?
Thank you, bro.
Okay. Okay, anyhow, so this is one software here, one website. Like in case you're struggling with Devanagari script, so diacritic one. So if you just copy paste anything here, let's say Atma, Aham, yeah, something. So, and it is this IAST Unicode. And let's say now you need to convert it into Devanagari or any other also. So the target options are there. So let's say Devanagari, so it will translate for it. Devanagari, Atma, Aham, Ityadi. So you can enter any of these. Balram in Vedabase, it's the Balram one, the Balram font. You can copy that also here, Bengali, and you can convert it in any desired font. Sometimes it helps. Just wanted to show.
Do you know what is the font used for Devanagari in the book, Prabhu?
Which book?
In Machavatar Prabhu's book?
Matsya book. I can't speak.
Yesterday I was trying to compile all the sutras in an Excel file to memorize, but I couldn't copy the Devanagari. It's okay.
Mhm. Okay. Then the next sutra says Aksharamukha. The next sutra is 46, Ridvaya Dvayayor Riti. So when Ridvaya and Advaya only optionally undergo Sandhi when Tri Rama follows. And as a further option, they can become Vamana, but only if Sandhi is not done. Okay. So now there are two cases here. Sutra 46. If we have either the Ritvaya or Advaya followed by just Sri Rama, then this rule says, this sutra says, in such case, optionally Sandhi will happen. So optionally means once Sandhi will take place and once it won't. So for example, if you see here, Srashtri Rishabha. So as per this rule, now Srashtri ends with Ri Rama, which is one of the Ritvayas, and Rishabha begins with the Vamana Ri Rama. So it's fulfilling the prerequisite of this sutra, right? So once Sandhi is not done, And once Sandhi is done, so when Sandhi is done, then we will apply the Dashavatara Ekatmake Militva Trivikramaha, the sutra which we did yesterday. Because Rirama is a Dashavatara, which is followed by its own Ekatmaka. So Srashtri Rishabha or Srashtri Rishabha. Also, Yadava plus Rishabha. Also, when we have Arama or Advaya basically, followed by Rirama, in that case also optionally Sandhi is done. So once Sandhi is not done, and once Sandhi is done, so we apply the previous rule, Ridvay Ar. So it becomes Ar. So we get Yada Varshava. Yada Varshava. Now, this rule further says that if we have an example where this Rirama is preceded by a Trivikrama Akshara, like here, Mala Rishabhasya. So Mala ends with Arama, which is one of the Advaya, which is followed by Rirama. So in this case, once Sandhi is not done, once Sandhi is done, Mala Rishabhasya. And then it says, as a further option, they can become Vamana when Sandhi is not done. But what letter can become Vamana? Which letter? The A of Mala, the last letter, the Trivikrama letter will become Vamana when Sandhi is not done. So it becomes Mala space Rishabhasya because Sandhi is not done here. So three options here. Mala Rishabhasya when Sandhi is not done, Mala Rishabhasya when Sandhi is done, and when Sandhi is not done, then once the Trivikrama A becomes Vamana, Mala Rishabhasya. You can say, you can consider this sutra like an extension sutra for the yesterday's sutra and for this Ridvay Ar. Yes, Vishwa Kalyan.
So when you say optional, does it mean that in certain cases certain rules are applied, or it is up to the choice of the let's say speaker or writer?
Yeah, choice of the writer.
Okay, so which means anything is applicable.
Right. And either of the forms
Okay.
could be used. In Sanskrit, and I think in any language, this vivaksha means desire of the speaker, what he wanna convey, is very important. We were studying actually very important thing just a week ago in another class. It was either we'll have to figure out where. So one word, it had multiple meanings. Let's see if I can. This is the fifth chapter of Harinama. Yeah, this one, right? This one. Now, if you can look at this small like chart here, the same sentence. What is the sentence? Bhajaniyas Tvaya Krishna. So, Krishna, in simple words, it would be like Krishna should be worshipped by you. You know, Bhajaniya. Krishna is worshipable. By whom? By you. Tvaya. Now, it could have five multiple meanings. First is Praisha Vidhi. That means Krishna should be worshipped by you. You know, it's like a Vidhi that you should worship Krishna. Second is like a suggestion. Krishna may be worshipped by you as you desire. The same meaning. I mean, the same sentence. Then the third one is, it is time that Krishna be worshipped by you. The fourth one, you are fit to worship Krishna. The fifth one, you are able to worship Krishna. Arha Shakti. So, same sentence, but vivaksha. The desire of the speaker to convey what he want to convey. So that's very important, and that's why commentaries are given because Sanskrit is such a language. Yeah, just a side point.
This is amazing.
It actually is. Okay.
But Prabhu, here it won't change the meaning, Prabhuji. In case here ऋषभस्य and Mala ऋषभस्य.
Yeah, here meaning will not change. The same meaning.
Okay.
Okay. The next sutra is 47, read by Al. So, Sutra 47 says that if we have either Re Rama or the long Re Rama, it is very rare, followed by, I'm sorry, if we have Advaya followed by Ridvaya, then both of them would be replaced with Al. Like in Ridvaya concept was Ar, here it is Al. It is rare, but still. So example given is uh, Yamuna Ri Kara Yate. So the A here and the Ri here. So both of them would be replaced with Al, so it will become Yamunal Kara Yate. Yamunal Kara Yate. So Al, basically. Okay? Al. Mm, okay, let me give you some examples here. So this is like classwork, so you can take out your notebook, pen, whatever, and write. So you can do it now. Cha, iti. Don't tell it now. Just do it on your own. Please do this six now. For the fourth and the fifth one, also consider the second optional rule, right? The optional forms, right?
Should we send it to you on WhatsApp?
Yeah, send me personally. Right.
Okay.
Okay. The assignments, whenever you need to send anything for all the devotees, you can send personally. So that loose mind of ours do not want to just, copy
Sorry,
from, from someone else's.
bro. So sorry.
I saw a CD, like earlier they had CDs in which they recorded the songs and then they sold it. So there was one devotional CD in ISKCON, and then there's also that problem of copywriting. So they write no copyright, this and that. So then on that CD, the cover it was written, if you use this music somewhere, the licensed music, then you will incur bad karma. So that was nice. Okay, so this class is open for either Devanagari script or the Roman script with the diacritic marks. So if you are writing in English, the Roman script with the diacritic marks, please be very accurate in your diacritic marks. So that's one thing. Uh, and then, okay, so I think we got one more minute. We can.
Hare Bol, sorry, did you want the answers now on your WhatsApp? Right now?
Okay, that's
Or
fine
later?
for the timing. It's okay because this
I
was
can
a
do
small.
it.
You can send. You
I
can send. You can send.
Okay.
Just send me personally. In the classroom, like on site, like in schools, when such classworks are given, so the teacher roam, in between the students. The teacher is like, "Acha, what have you done? Show me." So it's not like that. The setup is different. So, right. The first one would be now you can match. I'll do it. The first one is Cheti. So this is Cheti. Like Cha ends with A, Iti begins with E. So Advayam, Idvay, A, right? So all the devotees can match. Cheti. The first one is Cheti. The second one is Yogeshwara. That's the simple one. Yoga and Ishvara, Yogeshwara. The third one would be no, it's short E. Bhupendra Prabhu, not the long one, right? This is Vamana E. Then the third one will be mm, Sarvo Panishad. Sarvo Panishad. Yes, Mataji. It's not Yogeshwara, Mataji. The second one, it's Yogeshwara, right? Chitleka Mataji. That's yoga, the and E here. So both of them come together and turn into A Rama, A, the letter A. So
Oh, later.
Yogeshwara. Yeah, Yogeshwara. And the first one It's not like that. You have also kept a and you have also have kept e. So both of them are replaced with a again. So it becomes cheti, not chaiti. Okay, I
Yes,
think
I
you have
put
done.
C.
Yeah, yeah,
Cheti,
okay, okay. Right, right. Now I saw equivalent. The fourth one, Deva Rishi. So one time it will remain as it is, right? Dev Rishi, Ritvaya Advaya Riti, and another time it would be Ritvaya Ar, so Devarshi. Two forms. So many of us skipped the optional form. So whenever optional forms are there, please do write them also. Otherwise, half of the marks would be deducted. Oh, did I suggest something like exams coming up? Maybe after Sundays. In one of the batches, like two years ago, I used this term exam, and one of the devotee, he became very hard on me. He was like, Prabhu, don't use such hard words like exams in the class. Okay. The fifth one would be again one time no sandhi, another time sandhi will be done read by earth. So paparthi, paprithi and paparthi option. The last one is Prekshanam, A and E together, A. Now, the examples which we did while doing the sutras, those were very common examples. And basically, most of the examples came from you, the words which we know. But we get stuck in the same rules, in the same sutras, concepts, when we get different examples, when we see different words which we are not aware of. But we should not be aware of. They are the same thing. We just stick to the rule, like Advayam, Idvayam, so becomes A, Advayam, Udvayam becomes O, and so on. So it's not about familiarity about the words which we know, right? Nothing about that. So Prekshanam. Okay, so Prekshanam. So you can cross-check your answers from this one, everyone. Let's recap something from yesterday also. Some examples. So if you want to suggest any example to be put here, you can just write me on the chat box personally. Because there are a lot of examples. Let's say so you can do this, everyone. These are the now random examples. So just apply the sutras. Okay, the 10th one is splitting up the Sandhi here. Now, this I read in Sridhar Swami's commentary on Bhagavatam. It was like in the Mangala Charanam verse, initial. And I was really surprised to see this word there. So let's see who can do the 10th one, especially. Splitting up. Please don't say it out. Don't put it for everyone. You can just type personally. The 10th one, especially, I'm looking for. If you can try. It's the name of two lords. Just a hint. The 10th one. Okay. Madhukapur got it. Again, splitting up the 11th one. Okay. For the timing, these 7. Tenth, 11th, 12th, and 13th, they are splitting up the Sunday Vichhed. Right. You can send these if you're done. In the chat box also you can send. Okay, so the seventh one is, you can check, cross check now. The seventh one is Rama Anisha, so becomes Rama Nisha, Rama Nisha. Dashavatarikartmake Nitva. The eighth one, Guna Aranavam, becomes Gunarnavam, Gunarnavam. So those who are doing it on their own pace, taking time, so that's fine. You can take time, understand. No problem. Mathura plus Isha, so Adva, Midva, A, and E together. So becomes, so always focus on the the last letter here and the first letter. So always when doing the sentence. Mathuresha. Mathuresha. Okay, the 10th one, the first word is Madhava, right? And the second word is Umadhava. We know Madhava, the name of Lord Narayana. Why? So in Madhava, Ma stands for Lakshmi Ji, right? In Amar Kosha also, Ma is one of Lakshmi Ji's name. So the husband of Lakshmi Ji, Ma. So Madhava. So Umadhava therefore stands for who is Uma Parvati Ji. The husband of Parvati Ji is Lord Shiva. So Madhava for Narayana and Umadhava for Lord Shiva. So Sridhar Swami offers his obeisances unto Madhava and Umadhava. Very nice way of putting both the lords together. Then Surya, Udaya, Surya Udaya. Hitopadesha is Hita, Upadesha. This autocorrect thing is really Upadesha, something like this. Upadesh. Karmendriya is Karma and Indriya. Indriya. Okay. Karmendriya. We'll share exercise for this also with you.
Prabhu, I have a question.
Ji, Prabhu. Please, Prabhu.
When you write Indriya in Devanagari,
Ji.
how do you know if you have to use, let's say, Vishnu Chakra, or if it is the half na? If you know
Okay,
what I'm
that's
saying.
yeah. So Vishnu Chakra is M with a dot above, right?
Ah,
Vishnu Chakra is M with a dot above, and this is Na and Na Tatha Dadhana.
Indriya. Okay.
Yeah. So Vishnu Chakra is always M with a dot above.
Okay. And Upadesha also, the Sha is the first Sha, right?
Sure, sure, sir. Right. The Talabya, the first Sha.
Okay.
Okay, I've shared the Sandhi homework for today's class, like whatever sutras Sandhis we have studied. It's in Devanagari, so if anyone can transliterate them into Roman with the diacritic marks, that would be helpful. Some devotees here, they are practicing Devanagari script, they are not really well versed. So if someone can opt for that, otherwise I'll share different set of Sandhi practice sheet for the devotees in Roman. Okay, anything here regarding Sandhi? Any example? Okay, let me just give you an hint here. Let's open something. Let's some Tika or something. Now this is one of our acharyas, Sridhar Swami's commentary on Bhagavad Gita. It's in Devanagari. So we have studied only few sutras, so I'll just highlight those. I can't see the annotate button. It keep on updating.
You need to enable that on your Zoom profile.
Acha, earlier it was. Maybe I'll have to update. Okay, I'll do that. Anyhow, so if you see,
You could take a print screen of this and edit it on Paint.
I think I'm there on. Let's see.
Just hit print screen on your keyboard. And paste it on Paint. That's it.
Actually, you
Oh.
don't even need to print screen because it's already JPEG. You can just open it up with right click
yeah.
and open
Right.
on the file.
With Paint?
Yes.
I hope that's now if you see here, like this Sakala, Sakala Lok Hitavatarah. So here this Hita is one word. I'm just splitting up the sandhis, whatever we have done. Hita and then Avatara is another word. Right? Avatara. Then if you come down here, Tattva, then Ajnana. Tattva and Ajnana. Again, two words. Sandhi is done there. Then Paradharma is one word. Abhisandhi is another word. Then this rahasya is one word. Upadesha is another. So udvaya o, which we have done today, right? Advaya and udvaya becomes o. So rahasya and upadesha becomes rahasyopadesha. Then like that. So I just, yeah, this one yathoktam. So this is yatha and uktam. So a and u together turns into o rama. So yathoktam. So in this way, just wanted to show how in the running text these sandhis are to be figured out and splitting up the words. The pada vicheda, the sandhi vicheda. Personally, I practice my sandhis in Srila Prabhupada's books because, also let me show you that. In the main shloka, the sandhi is there, but in the synonyms, Srila Prabhupada has undone the sandhi. He has split up the sandhis. So I practice my sandhis and through those synonyms and the verses. So basically, I would look the verse, then I would mentally or on the paper do the sandhis, splitting up the sandhis, and then I would come to the synonyms and then I would check if I was right or wrong. Let me show you. For example, this is very easy because you will not need to depend on anyone else. For checking up. If you see, this is text 2, first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Pandavanikam is one word here. Pandavanikam. So these are actually two words. Sandhi is done there. So if you see Pandava and then Anikam. So yesterday's Dashavatarik Atmakim Litvatri Dirgha Sandhi is happened as applied here. And so on. Here if you see Bhima Arjuna. So Bhima and Arjuna becomes Bhima Arjuna. So gradually you can also practice with these verses. Bhagavatam is also good for practicing. Okay, I'll stop here. Anything else? Need to say related to topic.
I wanted to clarify one thing from yesterday's homework. In the second section, Atmanatma.
Right. So you want to know the two words?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, Atma and Anatma.
Oh,
Yeah, Atma, Anatma actually also depends on the context where it will be used. So it could be Atma or it could be Atma. But because it is Anatma, so Atma. So Atma and Anatma. So that is right. Atma and Anatma.
okay. Okay. Yes, Prabhu.
It's Anatma, right? Ana. Like any example of that? Let's say
Anatmanas Shatrutve Vartetatmeva Shatruvat. There is Bhagavad Gita shloka.
So Atma and Anatma.
Correct. Yeah.
So
Thank you, Prabhu. I got this wrong.
okay then. So please work on the sandhis, whatever we have done till now. I have given you practice sheet for yesterday as well as for today. I'll try to submit or give more practice sheets for sandhis. So it will be good. And then Uddhare Atma, what is that? Atma.
Udaredatmanatmanam.
Atmana. Yeah, Atmana and Atmanam, right? Atmana, Atmanam. Sandhi is done. Okay. So we'll resume the next week and resume the next week. Yeah, two things we skipped about that golden deck we had to set up today, and then I can share that.
Sentence.
Yeah, the sentence formation I'll share that now. You can have a look for that I'm sharing. The dictionary we can set up the next time. So these 2 pages I've shared with you. Just take a proper look here. It's in Devanagari. Actually, most of the stuffs are in Devanagari. Proper stuffs like. But still, if you are having problem like going with Devanagari, then we'll try to do things in Roman also. So I'll provide with practice sheets for the Sandhis in Roman also.
Give.
Yeah, that. So these are words here, vocabulary, and based on those words, the sentences are formed. So please, you can maintain a notebook, maybe write the words with their meanings, and then you can play around with those words. Make different sentences in Sanskrit, and so on. Okay, so we'll resume the next week then. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
When did those different sentences happen, Prabhu? I missed it.
I'm sorry, Mataji.
I didn't hear about those different sentences. I think I joined late. Did you do it in the beginning?
The sentence is like just now we were discussing about. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have shared these 2 pics, images in the group, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So were you there in yesterday's session, Mataji?
Yes, I was there.
Yeah. So we discussed about sharing details and material about which will help us in sentence formations, gaining vocabulary, Sanskrit ones. So this is like the first part. So it has words then in Sanskrit along with their Hindi meanings, and then sentences are formed based on those given words.
Okay.
So
okay.
So basically, by reading them, we'll gain vocabulary and will help us also to make sentences to understand the sentence.
Okay. I got scared.
It's just like it's no, it's just a homework. It's just a reading for one song. It's not.
Okay, bro.
Not like homework.
Miss something really big. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And Prabhu, do you have the softwares for Mac? I don't have Windows.
No, Mataji, actually, one more devotee was asking me. I use Windows. I'll ask. I mean, I don't know who is Mac. I've never asked. Let me see if someone has Mac.
Yeah.
Whom I know.
Okay.
Mataji can install Windows in Mac.
Okay, we have Prabhuji. We can find that.
Option.
So Prabhuji will change the soul itself of your Mac.